Hello and welcome to Floriditas in Soho. We're here for the Funkin' Fusion Cocktail Battle. We have 3 teams competing: Tiki, Pan-Asian and Classic English. This competition is created by bartenders for bartenders. Who's going to win the day? What flavours will come out on top? And someone's going to win a fantastic trip to Paris. Let's find out. If you were to be a cocktail yourself,
yes,
what would you be?
Ooh, maybe something like this, something a bit fiery.
Ah, okay. For general people like me, who've never made a cocktail before in our life, probably can knock out a good cup of tea. We can take this product, 10 seconds, done.
And probably actually making a cocktail, particularly if you're using one of the Funkin' products, is a lot easier than making a decent cup of tea.
We put together a little selection of goodies to talk about here, and the first one on our list is the infamous Jessica Rabbit. For those of you who are Sex and the City fans, you might remember that Charlotte got herself into a little bit of trouble with this little fellow. But one thing I found out today is that they're made in Japan and they have to have these little smiley faces on them because they have to represent toys instead of sex objects. So that's a little bit of history for you there. All right, next on our list, whoops, stay still, whoops, lie down, are these golden balls here, okay? Now, they're not a bow tie for your kitty. This is especially good for women who've had babies and you want to tighten your pelvic floor muscles. Pop them inside, clench and squeeze, Bob's your uncle. Once you get used to these a little bit, you can actually graduate to a smaller set, but be careful not to lose them, all right? All right, now, my favourite one out of the whole lot is Jessica's cousin. And the reason I like this is because it bends. It reaches the parts that others can't. And if I switch it on, take a look at that. Watch it go. That is fantastic. I suggest that if you do invest in one of these, keep some batteries spare because you're going to need them. So there is so much to talk about here. I could go on for hours. So what I suggest is that you come down to Shush in Hoxton, check out what's on offer, but give yourself plenty of time because believe me, you're going to need it. I've had fun and I'm sure you will too. We're here at Berwick Street Market in Soho. Now, I know what Soho is notorious for, but this is a little bit different. This market's been functioning since the 1830s, and as you can see, produces some of the finest colourful produce, ranging from organic fruit and veg to fresh fish, bread, cheeses, whatever you want, you can find it here. It's a quirky little place, if you know what I mean, but furthermore, it's as cheap as chips.
Can I get a weakness, wanna feel less like me? I bet you'll never get...
Have you got a particular artist that is your so-called idol?
I love Bob Marley. I think Bob Marley, yeah, I think Bob Marley is an amazing a man, and I think his music to me was always very inspiring.
Fantastic. He's one of my favourites as well, actually. The legend lives on. What I'm dying to ask, and I'm sure a lot of the people watching this is like, how do you keep yourself so fit? You look absolutely fantastic. I mean, I need this backrest because my posture is so appalling, but you are sitting there really straight on, full on. What's the secret?
Well, after I came off touring with Eric Clapton, I had suffered very bad lower back problems, and
We all like to do our bit to help others, even if it's just for a few hours a month. But for one Surrey resident, volunteering meant digging a little deeper. Stay tuned because later we're going to show you how you can win this and a lot more. Hello and welcome to the White House Club in Surrey, which is a naturist club, which is why I am wearing nothing but a towel. Now I'm going to have a go at skinny dipping today, and I'm going to chat to someone who can tell me a little bit of the ins and outs of the White House Club and what sort of people come here. So follow me while I go and have a chat with Nick and find out a little bit more about what it is to be a nudist. Now, a question I'm dying to ask, and I'm sure some of you at home are thinking the same thing. Do people come here and think it's a bit of a wife-swapping environment? You know, do you get people that join that have the wrong perspective of what naturism is all about?
No, I mean, the most frenetic it gets here is when they serve afternoon tea on a Sunday.
Okay.
That's your lot, I'm afraid. So if you're looking for anything more...
It's not happening here,
it's not happening here.
So if you fancy a dip, I suggest you check out the website, allthews.whitehouseclub.org.uk. And I have to say, being naked does bring out your competitive streak. Where's Nick? I need a race.